This video will show you how to replace a front bumper cover on a Subaru Outback. This will be located along the front of your vehicle. Let's get into it. Now, underneath the front of the vehicle, we can see our front bumper cover and we can see our splash shield. We're looking along the bottom of the front bumper cover. There's going to be several push clips that we're going to dislodge. I'm using a trim tool. You can also use a flat blade screwdriver. To dislodge your push clips, you need to remove the center to unlock it. Then the outer portion should remove as well. That one's stuck with some sand. You'll find that you have 3 of these making their way across the front. Now, as we continue on towards one side or the other, the process is going to be the exact same. We can see our inside fender liner. It makes its way underneath the front bumper cover. There's 3 push clips on either side. You're going to remove all of them. Now that's what we need to do underneath this side of the vehicle. We need to do the exact same thing on the other. Once we've done that, you're going to make your way up inside of each one of the wheel wells. For that, you don't have to remove the wheel. We do have to make our way up and behind though. Now we're making our way up along inside the fender area. This is where we can see the corner of our bumper cover. We have another push clip. At this point, you should be able to take hold of the bumper cover and carefully pull it away from the fender, gently dislodging it. Now, the next thing we have to do, if you have fog lamps on your vehicle, you want to take a peek inside of this area. We're looking for the backside of our fog lamp assembly. We'll take hold of the fog lamp bulb, turn it counterclockwise to dislodge it from the assembly. At this point, repeat this exact same process on the other side of the vehicle, and then we'll meet up top. After completing both sides, we're up along the top. We have 6 push clips to remove. Now at this point, you should be able to take hold of the bumper cover, give it a wiggle, and start pulling it away. It's common to be stuck underneath either side of the vehicle's headlamps, so if that's the case, just take hold of the bumper cover, carefully pull it away. We'll set that bumper cover aside temporarily. Okay, let's get our front bumper cover in place. As we bring this over, we're being extremely careful for the paint of our vehicle. We don't want to cause any damage. We'll start lifting it up along the center. Once we have the center placed in, it's time for our 6 push clips, starting from one side, making our way all the way over towards the other. As far as those push clips, you want to press in the outer portion first. Lock it down by pressing in the center. Repeat the process for all other push clips. Now the next thing we have to do is pay attention along our headlamp assemblies. The bumper cover slides in along the bottom of the headlamp assembly. Once you have that slid in, we're also going to be aligning it with our front fender. Just tap that into position, double check to make sure it looks like it's seated. Finish one side, do the same on the other. We're making our way into the front wheel well. Now inside that fender area, we're pulling aside the fender liner so we can look behind the front bumper cover. It's time to install our fog lamp bulbs. Let's get those aligned with the fog lamp assemblies themselves. Once you have it aligned, You want to align the mounting ears, and then you're turning it clockwise to lock it in. Once everything's aligned, it should be seated perfectly. Go ahead and turn that clockwise. Make sure it is secure. After double checking that, we're going to continue on with our fender liner. Tuck that behind the front bumper cover, and then we'll be up in this upper corner. Double check to make sure this is seated. We're going over to the other side of the vehicle. You're going to repeat the exact same process. Make sure you plug in your fog lamp bulb, tuck this liner behind, and install your push pin. After securing both sides' inner fender liners, we're down along the bottom of them now. We can see where they connect to that front bumper cover. We'll make sure we have it in the proper orientation. There's going to be areas that go on the outboard side or the underside, and then there's going to be areas that go up and above. The areas that go up and above are the flat areas. The ones that go under, of course, are for the push pin ports. Every push pin port needs to be available. We'll go for this corner first. Now, if you find that the bumper cover lifts up on you like this one does, as I'm trying to push this through, you could use a small angled pick. Hold it down, slide your push pin through the port as it needs to be. Now we'll just double check to make sure that's secured. Obviously, you've got the same thing on the other side of the vehicle, and then you're continuing on along the center. Both sides are done. We're in the center. We have our 3 push clips. Just double check to make sure everything's secured while we're under the vehicle, and we can make our way out from under the vehicle. Okay, friend, we got our vehicle back together. Double check to make sure everything's properly secured, close the hood, take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.